Hello and welcome back to my Elba, Italy city build series, where in the last video we built this old town as well as this hilltop castle and the park surrounding it with a bunch of hiking trails and similar stuff like that. And in this episode I want to focus on this part of the city right here next to the old town, and maybe even all the way up to this train depot over here. So yeah, I want to get quite a lot of things done in this episode, and that is for one simple reason. I have not had a lot of time to play over the past couple of days. So it is already the 6th of the month, and the competition deadline for this city, the time by when I have to submit it to the competition, is the 9th. So yeah, that is only 3 days away. Most of the previous videos I actually recorded over like 2 days and just scheduled in advance, so yeah, I haven't actually built in this city for a little while now. So yeah, there's quite a lot that still needs to be done for this city to be presentable, for it to be somewhat complete at least. So yeah, the goal is to get quite a large area done in this episode. But the first thing that I actually want to start off with is implementing just a few of your suggestions that you left in the comments of the previous videos. The first suggestion is to actually have a rooftop pool in this building over here. Or at least I think you meant this one. Okay, it's a bit laggy, but excuse that. But yeah, I think a rooftop pool would fit quite well over here. So yeah, I guess let's add that. Or, I mean, I'm not sure how I will add it, but I will try my best to add it. And also I think a rooftop pool might fit quite well in this building here as well, so yeah, let's just see what assets I have available and see if I can add it or not.
Wake me up, not in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head.
So that looks quite good. I added a whole kind of rooftop area with, of course, a few pools as well. Oh, I forgot to paint this one. Just make them all kind of a similar color so they all kind of fit in. But yeah, I think this looks actually quite amazing, so yeah, good idea on that. And I think I might just add something a bit similar on this roof over here as well. Okay, so a little bit of a smaller area for this roof, but I think it's still quite good. So yeah, that will add a little bit more detail to the downtown area. And you can actually see this rooftop from quite far away, so yeah, I really like how that turned out. So yeah, again, good suggestion. If you have more good suggestions, then let me know. And another suggestion that I think I actually saw a few times was a thing that I was actually thinking myself. And that is just the fact that the downtown, or not the downtown, the old town is a bit too small and a little bit too high density for its size, if that makes sense. And I have to agree with that. And I think the way that I want to solve that is to kind of make it feel like this was the main central area of the old town back in the day. But the old town actually used to expand all the way throughout all of this here. So what I will do is probably add a few historic buildings throughout this whole area to make it kind of feel like there is a bit of a history in the city. And of course, in between all of the historic buildings there will be new and modern buildings. Because I think you do actually see that quite a lot in cities nowadays, where the kind of main, I guess you can say, historic buildings are left standing, like churches and town halls and stuff like that are left standing in the city, but all the regular buildings, the normal stuff has been torn down a long while ago, or maybe just collapsed on its own because of the age of the buildings or something, and in their place new modern developments have been built. So yeah, I will place some historic buildings throughout the area to make it kind of feel like the city has some history. I think I will try to make it so that there are more historic buildings left closer to the old town, because I just feel like that would make sense, and a bit less further away. So yeah, I guess I will start by just looking at some assets that I could place for these historic buildings. I want to place them first and then build the modern part of the city kind of around it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess let's have a look at what I can place and place some stuff. Yeah, so the issue with a lot of the buildings is mainly just that they are too big, so for now this will be it. I added this water tower, which looks kind of historic, this, what's it even called, a mausoleum, and this German elementary school, which looks quite historic. I will probably add these upgrade buildings to it as well, not sure yet, need to make some surrounding areas to it first. Oh, and I also added this kind of building. This is a hotel, but it also looks a bit historic. So yeah, I will probably make a bit of a park around it. And one last thing that I saw suggested a few times also is that the old town should have some kind of an old dock. And yeah, that definitely makes sense, because I did say that this is supposed to be kind of an old fishing village. I'm not really sure how to make a dock though. I guess I should just play around with some designs a little bit and see what fits, maybe. Yeah, let's just try that.
I need a second to take a breath, to keep me guessing with what you said. You're in my head. We're under pressure, we're sinking deep like stormy weather. Can't seem to breathe when you're with me. If you're gonna break me, I know I won't stay. I don't wanna wait here, you push me away. If you're gonna choose, you don't know what to do. I don't wanna lose you, but I don't wanna lose me too.
Okay, so yeah, I don't really know how to make a dock. I ended up just using these pergola assets and just coloring them brown, kind of like wood. I'm not really sure how else I could have made it, and if you look very closely then it definitely doesn't look too nice, but I think from further away it looks like a dock, and that is kind of the whole point, so I think that's nice. Now, there isn't any small ships in the game, or boats, or whatever you want to call them. I would like to add some kind of boats throughout here, some parked ones, but yeah, they aren't in the game. So I would have to make custom ones. I know it's possible to make some custom ones, but I don't know how, so maybe if you know how, then you can tell me, and then maybe I can make it. So yeah, for now it will just stay empty though. But yeah, so anyways, now I think it's time to move on to building the rest of the city. I think I want to start from this coastal area and move outwards, and this coastal area over here will already be quite a lot of work. I think previously this coastal area would be work for a whole episode, but obviously now we are doing more, so yeah, let's just start with this area here. I think that in this area I probably want some kind of park closer to the old town. Maybe even I will add some kind of ruins, I'm not sure yet. If there is any good ruins assets in the game, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But basically there will be a park around this water tower and some kind of hotel, skyscraper type buildings, kind of like over here by the beach, kind of buildings like that. And yeah, a big beach over here. And yeah, well, I'm not sure how it will turn out. I don't really have a plan. I think I have to just start building.
When you dream, do you see beautiful rays of light shimmering, guiding you through the night? I know it feels like the night's getting longer and light is harder to find. I promise I'll always be there. I'll remind you when you close your eyes. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. Even now, laying down hundreds of miles away, I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the same. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there.
Okay, so this is what the beachfront will look like with all of these buildings over here. Obviously I will still need to detail them quite a lot. I also placed these castle ruins here. I'm not sure quite how realistic they are right next to the old town, but I think it will fit in quite nicely. So yeah, basically now I have a lot of detailing to do because most of these surfaces are just, well, wrong and I need to completely change them, especially over here. This parking lot needs to go and needs to be completely readjusted. So yeah, let's get to detailing now.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine before all that you put me through. I knew that you were trouble, but I let that you were bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Okay, so I have now added just a tiny bit of detailing. Obviously it still needs more, but I just wanted to mention that, yeah, parking. Parking is going to be quite a reoccurring issue in this city, it seems like. At least while I still have the really high density areas only. There's basically no places to park for this whole area. I mean, this entire street all the way to the end is full of parking, and even up here people are parked by the castle, but I don't think they are even visiting the castle. They are just parked for going over here to the downtown area. So yeah, parking is quite a huge issue in the city right now. So I'm trying to add as many parking lots as possible, obviously still trying to make it look nice. Like, I mean, this one is quite small, it's not really that noticeable. I will probably add a few more, maybe under the rails here, but I do also want to have some parks and green spaces in this area, obviously, so it can't just be all parking lots. And also what is quite good is that this building is actually built on top of a parking lot, so this building has its own parking spaces, so that's a bit realistic. And this one as well, actually, there's some garage entrances over here, and yeah, this building has its own garage as well, so yeah, it's basically just these two that would realistically need parking, but they are big and house 1,000 residents each, so yeah, they need quite a lot of parking.
It's been a while and such a ride, the stars align. I love the fact I didn't let her go. She loves the fact that I just let her know. Now we're together, it's a different mode. We getting crazy in a different role. I love the fact I didn't let her go. She loves the fact that I just let her know. Now we're together, it's a different mode. We getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role. She loves the fact that I just let her know. We getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role. She my do or die, my bona fide. My up when I'm down, she's always beside me. She makes me feel alive, I won't deny. Her love for me is real and kinda suicide. She's not the same, she's such a rare type. She's far from plain, at least in my eyes. She said if I cross her, I'll be in the grave or under her type, but yeah, that's still my babe. I love the fact I didn't let her go. She loves the fact that I just let her know. Now we're together, it's a different mode. We getting crazy in a different role. I love the fact I didn't let her go. She loves the fact that I just let her know. Now we're together, it's a different mode. We getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role. She loves the fact that I just let her know. We getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role. Getting crazy in a different role. We getting crazy in a different role.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile of
Okay, so now this area is complete, and I think it turned out quite nice. I think it also blends into the old town quite nicely. I mean, it could be better, the old town still kind of sticks out, but I think it looks a lot better than it did when the old town was just standing here all alone at least. So that is a plus. Most coastal areas like this in daily life is kind of full of pedestrian zones, little parks, some big residential buildings, maybe some of them are hotels. There's a club here as well. There's a gym on the beach and some places to sit, stuff like that. I think places like this exist in daily life quite often, so I think it turned out quite nicely. And now if we just take the camera and position it kind of like this, you can kind of see how the main coastline of the city will look. Obviously there's still nothing in the background, so you can't really tell that there will be city throughout all of this here as well. But yeah, I guess this is kind of the point in time where you can kind of start imagining how it will look. But either way, the next thing that I need to move on to now is building this area over here. If I just turn on some contour lines like this, then you can see that there is quite a good amount of flat area. I think probably basically all of the flat area will be quite dense city, especially near this bigger road over here. I might even upgrade this bigger road to have parking as well, because again, parking is still an issue and just this street side parking might not be enough. And yeah, once again, same as with the previous areas, I don't really have a plan for this. I think I will just start building and see what I come up with and how it turns out, without really having a previous plan. So yeah, let's just begin.
Focus, and now I see it's in these moments. It's in these moments. It's in these moments.
Okay, so that is one more apartment area done now, and once again I think it turned out pretty nicely. But yeah, let's just not dwell on it too much, let's just move on to building more of the city over in this part over here.
rejection. Drop the clutch, pedal to the floor. Turn that giddy button to a lion's roar. Dream machine, racing queen. I'll take you wherever you wanna go. Let's blow this town, break the speed of sound. Tonight we own the road. Dream machine, racing queen.
Okay, so I have now placed just a few bigger city services in here because I was missing some. They were still being taken from the downtown area, and in the downtown area even a lot of them were getting overloaded, so yeah, I moved a bunch of services to over here. So for example, there's now a medical center, some police headquarters, there's an elementary school here, of course I placed this earlier as well. A college over here, a telecom building here for internet, so now everybody actually has internet access here, as well as a post office over here. So yeah, in general that should be all the services that this whole area needs. I did want to place maybe some kind of administration building as well or something similar, but all of those assets are very large and we don't really have a lot of space over here, so yeah, I just placed what I could. But yeah, so now in between all of these service buildings I think it will mostly be residential, some commercial as well, but I don't think I will actually have any offices in this area, because the main kind of office area is all of this over here. Maybe I will have some medium density offices, but then it will be maybe like literally just a few buildings. So yeah, let's start placing some more buildings, and then I will still have to detail this entire area. Okay, so that should be all of the buildings for the most dense area of, well, this part of the city. I still left this area mostly empty, only two medium density buildings in here, because here I think I will actually have a few single family houses. And here will just be kind of a park, that's why there is a pedestrian street here. But yeah, over here it's gonna be really high density, as you can see. And I think that the buildings I picked work quite well in this environment. I didn't really detail them at all while I was building, so yeah, now I have quite a bit of detailing to do, so let's get started on that.
Fall into you. I found the rain dripping down your eyes when I'm not around. I found myself, but I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it again. Let me feel it. Fall into you.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, driven in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know my heartbeat needed skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher.
Okay, and just like that, most of this kind of city area is now detailed. I did still want to add a few more warehouses on this end over here, and some small single family houses over here, but unfortunately I don't have any more time for that today. I have some other stuff I need to do in real life today, so yeah, I can't build anything else today. And that is actually kind of an issue, because today, when I'm recording this, it is the 6th, and the deadline for this competition is the 9th. So it's already pretty close to the deadline. In fact, I think by the time that I edit and upload this, it might already be past the deadline. So yeah, this is not the final version of the city yet, obviously, even though it's past the deadline when you are watching this. But yeah, well, my point is that tomorrow, that is the 7th, I also won't have time to build, and the day after that I'm also not sure about. So Basically, an issue that could come up is that I simply ran out of time, because this city is still quite incomplete. As you can see, I have only built this kind of coastal area and all of this is still empty. So yeah, I would need to fill in all of these areas kind of in a day or two, and I'm not really sure if that's possible. But yeah, I will just see what I can do. Anyways, I think this area turned out quite nicely. I also built this park over here with this kind of maybe sort of historic mansion at the end here. And yeah, I quite like this whole area. I especially like building industrial areas like this. I think they turn out looking quite nice. So yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a highlight of the city. But yeah, so hopefully I will have enough time to at least somewhat finish the city. And that will be it for this video, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.